Self-made savage. Self-made this.
Shut.
Welcome to v4yav Media, real talk where we talk about the latest issues and events to affect our community. Today we have a special guest. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Molly.
Thank you for joining. Let's get straight into it. First question, why do young people, in your views and opinions and in your experience, join gangs?
Okay, so from my point of view, I'm looking at it very much from a youth perspective, from a youth work perspective, because I'm a youth worker by trade and I've done my youth work degree. So I would say personally that a lot of young people join gangs. I'd say because of underlying issues. I wouldn't say that it's a straightforward thing. I would say that a lot of young people that join gangs are in a way looking for some type of security that they don't necessarily have. So basically, I don't feel like it's going to be young people that have had a straightforward path in life. They've had no issues necessarily, have had a lot of support, no vulnerability. I say it's more likely to be them young people that have been neglected by society, have been pushed back, have been expelled from school. You know, the school system hasn't supported them, the social services support system hasn't supported them. And I feel like many times young people are failed by many different services before it leads to that. So I don't believe that any kid is inherently bad or plans on joining a gang, but I believe that gangs draw on this vulnerability that they can see in this young person. So this young person that's 13, doesn't get on with their mum, let's say, has issues at school, social services don't really care about me. Now you're being nice to me, you know, you're treating me with respect. I feel like that's how it happens. So I feel like it has a lot to do with vulnerability, and I believe as a youth worker that if we work with families more, if we work with young people more, when they're first getting in these issues, first getting kicked out of schools, first having problems with mum, first having all these issues, that's when we need to really intercept, not when it's 5 years down the line, 6 years down the line. I think we need to intercept from early. So yeah, I feel like it could be fixed just by intercepting at those crucial parts. The first time they're arrested at 12 years old, that's when we need to be working with them, not when they're 18. So yeah.
And that brings me on to my second question, which you articulated and really elaborated on. How do we help young people to get out of gangs, would you suggest?
I feel like even if you've got to the point now where you're 18, 19, 20 and you're kind of far in, I don't feel like it's ever too late. I feel like we just have to work with people and support them. If we can get to people at an earlier age, obviously that is good and that's beneficial, because maybe there's certain life situations there that wouldn't have had to happen or materialise. But if those situations have materialised and someone's got now a criminal record or they are heavily involved in a gang, it's not too late to turn that around, but it has to be a personal choice. You can't make someone do anything. So I feel like all we can do is offer the services and the support to help people. So I feel like emotional support, mental health, mentoring, there's no problem in admitting our vulnerabilities or admitting that we need help. I feel like that's healthy, so I think that's how we can help young people. What's the question again? Like leave?
How do we help and support young people get out of gangs?
To get out of gangs, I would say we have to support them in first realising maybe their own potential, realising in a sense of self-worth, of like the fact that you don't really need these people or anyone, and looking at yourself. So it's a lot of inner work, but people need the help to do that. And then also they need the resources to be able to realise that they can make money another way. And we should help them and support them in making money. We should help them and support them in realising their own potential. And really I feel like just not losing that human approach, because I feel like sometimes when we come at people all the time as a professional and not always as a human, we've got to find that balance and just be able to keep that communication. So, yeah.
J-Man, what up, nigga? It's my UK niggas.
Self-made savage. Amazing.